Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome to the Fashion Bunker. New hair. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, know that hair color has changed. The roots are gone, thank God. So one of the tricks I do, a friend of mine does my hair for me. One of the tricks I do once the hair is bleached and dyed. This sounds a bit ew to some, but it's necessary. Try not to wash your hair like 7 days after it's been bleached and colored, just to let it kind of relax, settle down, and get a hold of itself again, because bleaching is always aggressive no matter what sort of products you use and no matter how much you try to protect the hair. This helps my hair always rejuvenate and regenerate. So it's amazing for me to do so. So right now we're at day 2 or 3. So it's still doable, but you know what I mean? Like give it another 2 days, it's going to get really weird. But it's very necessary to go through this process so that it stays healthy, and every time the roots grow out again, you could re-dye it, and then it doesn't break and all that jazz. So I hope you're liking it. I'm loving the hair color. First off, it was silvery, kind of ashy. I don't want to go in that direction, so I told my friend, "Could you please? No. Let's go more towards a natural blonde." So he's like, okay, he has a trick to do it. So we did another wash with something, another product, and then like kind of he took that silvery off. There's still a little bit left, but it's going more towards the natural color. Now, anyway, that is as far as the hair is concerned. Has anybody noticed that I have a ring? It's like a wedding ring, but I mean, I'm not married. This is the little thing that I will talk to you about today. How close can we get to y'all's? In the shadow. Yeah, it's like a wedding ring or something, engagement ring. It's story time. What does this ring mean to me? Now, when I was 15, I remember having my summer job, my first summer job, and it was in a hotel. And I would be doing all sorts of things, delivering, luggage, moving stuff around, vacuuming the rooms if necessary, bringing out the laundry. It was like one of those summer jobs where, you just work all summer in a hotel, get to know a lot of people, tourists passing by, a lot of fun acquaintances and not fun acquaintances, sexy acquaintances, less sexy acquaintances, all sorts of things. Anyway, so a whole summer worth of basically of work was spent in this ring. So cometh September, and shortly, I don't know, somewhere that period when school was starting again, I went with my newly found friend, colleague of mine in the hotel at work. We went out to this jewelry place that we all loved, and I was looking for something, a little symbol of something from one of my kind of my first kind of summer job, if you may, or whatever you want to call it. And a little memento, something like a token of something that I could kind of keep for the rest of my life to prove to me that I could make it on my own. And I looked through the rings, and there was a lot of that tacky stuff. Male rings are usually quite chunky, big, and I guess men need to prove that they're men, and they have to wear the chunky jewelry, and they can't wear anything that's kind of in between. My light is moving. Sorry about that, guys. And nothing really suited me. Not that I wanted something feminine. You know how I am. I don't care for those things, but I just don't want something that's too extreme in one direction. I didn't want a flat, chunky piece of jewelry. So I'm going through these rings, and all of a sudden, I don't want to say that this is like the Lord of the Rings situation, my precious, or something like that, but it literally called to me. And I swear to God, when you have the right thing there, it calls to you and for you, and you know it's the right thing. So amidst all of these chunky things that looked very tacky, there was this little tiny baby, this little ring. And I was so drawn to it. It's from Damiani. Damiani is one of my favorite jewelry houses. And one of their things they're famous for is mixing colors of gold. So this particular ring is yellow gold and white gold. So all around is yellow gold and on top it's white gold and there's a diamond right on top of it. And what is very particular is the cut, is the shape of this ring, because it has that feminine and masculine side to it. It has the edgy corner here, which is very masculine, and then it has this like soft roundedness on the other side, which is very feminine. I fell in love with it the nanosecond I saw it. How close can we get to you guys? It's impossible, I think, from this distance. But I'll try to insert a close-up of the ring after shooting, so you could see kind of the close-ups of it. Now, mind you, I've had it for many, many, many years, and the ring is, it's been scratched, it's been used. I haven't kept it in its box. I literally used to, and I used to wear this ring a lot when I purchased it for several years. And then I kind of took it off for some time and moved on to other things because the ring looks kind of awkward at a certain age. People think you're married. I'm not, so just to let you guys know. And now, storytelling time. I don't know how much that's actually for the past. Now, my mother was enraged that I spent all my salary on a piece of jewelry. I named the ring Dolly when I bought it. Don't ask me why. Nothing to do with Dolly Parton. I just named it Dolly. It was my Dolly. My Dolly. And I stuck to my guns, kept the ring, have it to this day, and it's a symbol of my independence. So the storytelling time video is not going to have an ending that you usually might be used to seeing on YouTube, where there's either some sex story involved or some big turn of events or some, oh my God, that did not really happen. No, this is a simple story. This is a story about me struggling super hard for my own independence and trying to make it on my own. Not always easy. It's not always easy. And this ring is literally the only symbol that I had growing up to remind me of the fact that I can make it, that I am worth something. It's a very materialistic thing, I know. Spirituality is more important. But fuck it. Materialist here. So I need something to look at. I love beautiful things. I love things that inspire me. And this ring inspired me to inspire myself, if that makes any sense whatsoever to you guys. To me, it makes a lot of sense. Especially now I have redug this ring and refound this ring because I am going through a bit of a crisis. Difficult to share too much information. It is work related and it ain't pleasant stuff. Let's just say winds of change. And this ring is there for me, and it's. And I was like, Dacob, what are you going to do? Are you weaker than you think you are? Decision-making changes. People are so easily attached to routines and these kind of false preconceived notions of safety and what is safe in life. And nothing is fucking safe in life. Nothing. So I need to kind of from time to time slap myself and remember that I need to be free. This tiny little ring reminds me that I am free and that I can be free and that I must be free and that I need to make very strong decisions towards my existence and what is good for me. And I'm saying this because my mood has been quite complicated lately, not in the videos because I really gather all the strength I have, guys, for you, because I want to be positive and I want to think positive, and I'm working really hard to think positive right now. But there are hard times in life. We pass through roller coaster rides. I mean, there's deep ends and high ends, and right now it's kind of a deep end where I'm thinking of changing a lot of things. YouTube is not one of them, because if there is a youthful fountain of pleasure and happiness, that's you guys and YouTube. So, and thank God for that. It's my anchor of salvation. But job-wise, I mean, it's complicated at the moment. I am struggling because I'm not happy. So I have to figure things out. I have to change things. I have to remember that. And you, all of you, everybody, all of us are sooner or later in a situation where we are not satisfied. No satisfaction means change. Must happen. We're going through a lot of turmoil as well. The political situation is a freaking mess. The entire world has been a mess since many years, but like focusing on first world countries, let's say America and Europe. Europe is not a country, we know. It's a conglomerate of countries. But as a unity, Europe is going through some deep shit. America as well. With the elections coming up, as Wendy Williams would say, she's just going to twirl around in a circle when she's in the election booth and just like pinpoint whoever, because nobody's going to save anybody. Like, she ain't going to save us. He ain't going to save us. No names. No need for names. We know exactly who we're talking about. Now, you got to save yourself, right? Well, you got to begin from yourself. If one day I'm going to have to go to, I don't know what country, as far away from all this mess as possible just to survive, I will find the means necessary to do so. Just to stay away from political havoc, from all this fake produced injustice and hatred and terrorism or not terrorism or invented terrorism, governments trying to make us afraid of what's going on, trying to make us afraid and connected and like locked in to having to work in certain jobs we don't want because we have this false sense of security. But guess what? You won't even make it to retirement. You're going to die working and die trying. And that money that you're supposed to get once you're retired, you'll see it tomorrow, baby, because it ain't going to be there. So we got to work, live, and enjoy life while we're here. Tomorrow is never a given. That's all the shit that this ring is supposed to be there, represent for me, because when I was 15, 16, I promised myself that that would be my reminder. This ring would remind me of that. And God damn it, I need that power right now to come out and give me the strength to make really vital decisions and switch things around and make it work in a pleasant way. Because let's face it, people, one of the most important things in life to know in this capitalistic life, where capitalism rules over all of us, the most important thing to remember is, bitches, you're either gonna make your fucking dreams come true, or some bigger bitch than you is gonna pay you to make their dreams come true. And as long as you're paid to make somebody else's dreams come true, you're a loser. So, this loser wants to step it up a notch and switch stuff around and change things around, because it's extremely vital at this point in my life to do so. Because guess what? We are changing the notion of loser. Again, it's the capitalistic system that makes you think you're a loser. Break out of that. Let's make the loser, I don't know if the L is now like in that direction. I'm so dyslexic. I'm like, is that an L or is that an L? Anyway, the loser on the forehead should be a t-shirt, proud to be a loser, because losing only means winning in my book, because you change the rules of the game. Once you change the rules of the game, you reconstruct the game. And if we are united as a unity, reconstructing the game means creating something positive, something new, something where where we all can grow, where we all can be productive, because the future of machines and robots ain't gonna leave much space to office jobs. It ain't. However, the only stuff available for human beings, if anything, it's going to be creativity, it's going to be art, it's going to be design, it's going to be a sensitivity of aesthetics, where human beings might still be able to earn some money, not just robots doing it for them. Let's think about that, guys. And one last time, or repeat after me, you can either make your dreams come true, or you're paid by somebody else to make their dreams come true. Love you all. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you wish to see more. Thumb up this video and share it. Make people aware of the fact that they can be free. We must be free. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And no matter what you do, no matter what shit you're going through in life, don't ever forget, guys, don't you ever give up on love. Love ya. Bye.